God, I was starting to panic there for a second. Am I still super loud? Here, I'll turn
Taylor
myself
Biz
down.
so loud.
Sorry.
There we go.
How about this? Is this better? Is
Taylor Biz.
this a little better? Maybe. How's that?
You sound wonderful, Taylor Biz.
I'm a loud boy. I know it's a problem.
You are a loud boy.
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
Taylor, can we legally change your name to Taylor Biz?
Yeah, that was my nickname in high school.
Thesaurus. Thesaurus.
Taylor Lorbis. That's what they called me back in the day.
Taylor Thesaurus.
It's because I got this weird orb in my left butt cheek.
What?
No one cares about the Hiram
What?
Conference story.
The what story?
Okay.
The Hiram what?
I've been talking.
What
this
are we
whole time
talking about?
about shit.
we've,
You just don't listen to
we've
me.
been preoccupied. I was
I'm
mute
very confused.
no.
for a while.
So yesterday, I went with some of my family to go see Les Mis, which is a very popular musical about the French Revolution in 1830. Very famous musical if you're into
It's a
musical
very
theater,
Mormon
and
thing
it
to
was
do.
really good. The set design was fantastic. The music was great. Some of the singers weren't the best, but they're like Broadway level singers, and so it was pretty solid all around.
No, sorry. The only musical I watch is Wicked. I just watch it on
Yeah.
repeat all the time. It's the only thing I care about. Just kidding. I've never watched Wicked.
I get it. I get the reference.
Anyways, tell them about your tonsils, Ryan.
Yeah. So if it
Tell
sounds
me
like my
about the
voice
inner
is deeper,
mechanisms of your throat.
the mechanism in my throat are not working very well, but I've had swollen tonsils since last Tuesday, and Taylor says I need to go to the ER or to the urgent care, and I said I will go Tuesday if it's still hurting. They're going down. My voice is coming back, but they're okay. They're just swollen. They're inflamed, so probably allergies or something.
If you weren't, it's because you're not sick. Is why I'm concerned. Like,
I've had infected tonsils before, and they hurt. This doesn't hurt.
but that's makes it
It's
worse.
stiff.
No, but that makes it more
Do you
concerning.
have reoccurring tonsillitis?
No. I haven't had my tonsils swollen for probably 3 or 4 years.
Talk
You should
throat
go get
boy.
that checked out.
It just says talk throat
Hey,
boy.
What's up, big
So
daddy? How you
Taylor,
doing today?
you're now Taylor Bis, and
Is the chat-
Ryan is throat boy.
Is the chat popping up on screen?
No.
I don't think it is.
No.
It doesn't pop
I'll
up
fix
for...
that right now.
Oh, you're talking about on the stream.
There we go.
not
Now
on
it should
Discord.
be popping up. Someone put a text in chat. Let's make sure that it's going through. Should be going through now. Trying a new background today.
Someone
We tried
said
it once
come in
before.
chat.
There we go. Haha, there's the chat. Can I make that look bigger? Can I make the text a little bigger? Can I?
Yeah, you can. You just have to enlarge the box.
Ooh,
Nah.
make it enlarged.
Never mind.
Welcome
Hey, Taylor.
to the first live. Hey, hide that. It's not. That's a secret. Welcome to the first live Shloink show in a while. Welcome to the Shloink show,
That's
the
in
only
your
show
control.
where the Three Musketeers were actually us the whole time, and we're finally
The Three
back.
Musketeers had autism.
And we're the Three Musketeers with Tism. It has been a long time, and we're
Three
back together.
Musketisms.
How you guys doing?
Great.
Grandma died.
I feel terrific. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I did hear
I'm
about that.
sorry.
Yeah, she was 83.
Well, you know
And
what?
sad to see her go, but she was old and crusty and ready. So
She's a lot happier
Rest in
now.
peace.
She doesn't have to look at you anymore.
Are you making spaghetti?
probably.
Sorry, that was a very ADHD
I also lost my
thing.
job.
Oh,
Yeah,
did you?
Anything else?
Why?
I did. My room's
What'd you do?
messy.
Did you get
I
deported?
didn't do anything. It was about a different. It's about my criminal history. And even though I worked there for 4 months, they're like, you didn't pass the background check. I was like, yes, that was the understanding when you hired me.
Let's just talk about all of Hiram's life trauma right now. Just trauma dump.
Dude, actually, my life was going
that's a
pretty
s-
good, and then just in the last week, it's gone to hell.
It's okay.
That's like
You have
6
us.
hours of a podcast.
you
if
have
we
us
wanna
and you
talk
have
about
chat.
that.
Yeah. We could do just like Hiram's list of misendeavors, and that could be a whole episode by itself.
I'd love
You,
to.
I have a, what is it? That's a nice car.
Okay, Ryan, how are
Sorry.
you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
car is
How have you
I'm doing great. My tonsils are swollen, but other than that, I'm doing good. I'm
You
tired.
try to just don't.
been?
Have I tried? Have I tried just removing my tonsils? I have.
Yeah,
and
just
feel
don't.
great. Just rip them out. You don't need them. It's okay. Tonsils aren't that important anyway.
That's true.
I'm joking. Tonsils are actually pretty important.
Not really. I mean,
You can
you
get
can
your
go
tonsils
without them.
removed. It's fine.
Oh, you can, but it helps protect your throat.
Your
protectors.
throat. Hiram's series of unfortunate events. Yep.
That is
Yeah.
that is a great idea for a podcast episode. We should have
Actually,
separate deep
that could be a
conversations,
whole-
separate podcast episodes. Hiram's unfortunate events, Taylor's unfortunate demise, and then Ryan's
Demise? What? I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to live until I'm 103.
Unfortunate.
I would like to call my Hiram's Unfortunate Events segment the dildo of consequence rarely arrives lubed.
I like that. I dig that very
Yeah.
much, actually. Luis said, I recorded Repo yesterday, and I'm probably going to edit it tonight. You know, it's funny you say that. I actually
Hey.
just put that in the Steam list for Ryan to start playing.
Repo.
Yeah.
Weren't we talking about that
Repo.
game yesterday, Taylor?
I don't know. We may have been.
I think I was like, you
Woo.
should look at it and tell me what you think, but then we moved on to a different topic.
What's Repo?
It's a fairly new game. It's kind of like how do I describe Repo? It's a little weird. It's a weird game, but it
It's
also
like
looks really fun.
repossession.
It's kind of like Lethal Company.
Repo
It's like
cars?
another
Never heard of
Lethal
it.
Company skin, basically.
But it's single player.
No, it's multiplayer.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, guys.
I'll just be
I'm
playing with
trying
randoms.
to organize myself and get a little bit more set up than I
Should have done that before we
was.
started the stream.
I know I should have. We haven't done this enough. I'm not there yet, man. I'm not there yet. Taylor's episode. There we go. Okay, I got it.
What is this,
Alright.
Marvel?
So, we're going to get into this. Today, we're going to be talking about movies, the state of movies. But before we get to that, I'm going to talk about some Marvel stuff. Because yesterday, an historic, insane leak happened for Avengers, Doomsday, and Secret Wars. And someone's getting killed at Marvel. Someone's gonna get murdered, and it's gonna be by Kevin Feige, and it's probably gonna be from strangulation.
I swear to God, if it's a really good script and they have to redo it because the script got leaked, I'm gonna be pissed.
Now, I have theories on this. I personally kind of feel like this was on purpose, but a lot of people don't seem to think that. So, what have you guys heard about Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars? I'm just curious. I want to see where we're at.
Nothing. I didn't even know that there was news until you told me.
Say jack shit and fuck all.
You haven't heard anything. Nothing.
Nope.
Nothing.
Oh boy. Okay. All right. This is going to be a lot to explain.
I'm just gonna sit back, relax.
I'm going to try not.
I am
to,
too.
I'm going to try not to derail.
I would love to
this.
kick the leg rest up, but I can't.
So okay, long story short, I'm gonna try to make this as brief as possible. I know how I can get when I talk about Marvel shit. So essentially, the only movies that are left before Avengers, Doomsday, and Secret Wars is Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, and then it's gonna be Avengers, Doomsday, and Secret Wars.
That's not a lot of build.
It's not a lot.
Okay.
It's not a lot of build
No.
up, and the concern is that everyone's just kind of like, Doctor Doom has not been seen once because they were trying to do the whole Kang Dynasty thing, and then that fell apart. And now the concern is well, there's like no setup for Doctor Doom. So how are you guys going to start setting up Doctor Doom? Well, that leads into Fantastic Four, and I have my theories on that. We've talked about that before. But essentially, I think Doctor Doom's going to be in that. I think he's going to absolutely destroy the Fantastic Four and destroy the whole universe. Anyways, but that's all we knew. That's all we knew going in. And we were like, what's this Secret Wars going to look like, right? Because in the Secret Wars comic book, the new one, the 2015 one, not the original. The original one is way different than the 2015 version. this leak confirms a lot of theories we had about what Secret Wars and Doomsday was going to look like. So I'm going to pull up these images here. Hold on, no, I got
Switch?
it. Okay, I got it. Okay, this is our first official look at Doctor Doom. You guys will have to look at the stream to see it. But
You are violently
Hold
shitting
on, let me pull
yourself.
up my phone again.
I should probably, I guess I probably should have said this first. Spoilers ahead. A lot of spoilers. So if you guys don't want to know any of this stuff, then don't look. Avert your eyes.
Thank you for letting me know, Taylor.
You're welcome. He left. Okay,
All right,
so
let me see.
So there was a leak that happened from a concept artist who works at Marvel Studios. This person has been working. Okay.
That looks sick.
Yeah. So this person has been working with Marvel Studios for a long, long time. And this leak happened. And there's more images we're going to get into. But this is our first official look at Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom. And one, it looks amazing. But then
It looks really good.
The next question is this? It's not just this. There's concept art for Doctor Doom, Secret Wars, Doomsday, and some other shows. And then there's stuff for Fantastic Four. Up until now, we had no idea what any of this stuff was going to look like. And I think that they were keeping it under wraps on purpose. And then this happened. And then it got immediately taken down. And I swear, dude, that artist is dead. In a ditch somewhere. So let's go through these images. And if you guys have questions, just ask me. And we'll explain. Or any thoughts and whatnot. So these are going to be of Doctor Doom. So this one right here, this one's crazy.
Is that going to be Doctor Doom and his cult?
Why is Ra's al Ghul?
Okay, that is Doctor Strange. Okay, this guy right here,
I know.
This is Doctor Strange. This is God Emperor Doom. In the 2015 Secret Wars event, the Doctor Doom gets the power of the Beyonder. The Beyonder is really complicated to explain. If you know, you know. If you don't, you'll figure it out eventually. Very powerful being. It exists outside of the multiverse. He steals his power, right? And when Doctor Doom steals his power, he's the one who creates Battleworld. Doctor Doom creates Battleworld using that power, and he makes it like a Game of Thrones style like world. But imagine Game of Thrones, right? But like each house, so like there's an Iron Man house, there's a Thor house, there's a Hulk house, like, and they go to war with each other. They like fight and stuff. This confirms that I'm so excited about this. This confirms that they're taking a risk and they're going with the 2015 Secret Wars event. Now, what's even cooler is this is my theory, right? So there's two movies that are supposed to take place in between Doomsday and Secret Wars, okay? One of those movies is Spider-Man 4. And all of the leaks and rumors that have been coming out about that movie is that one half of it is gonna be like grounded street level, and then the other half is gonna be very multiversal. So what if whatever happens in Doomsday, Doctor Doom has like a relationship with Spider-Man or whatever because he looks like Robert Downey Jr. Not like that. Fucking calm down. and he's like, hey, I'll make a deal with you. I'll give you back everything you ever wanted if you just work with me and help me save the multiverse, right? So imagine then this next movie, Aunt May's alive, right? MJ, Ned, remember him, and all this stuff. He's got the symbiote suit, so he's super strong, right?
Like Flashpoint style.
Yeah. But then he doesn't think that the world is different. But because the theory is that sections of the world is going to look like this, where it's like Game of Thronesy, but then there's like another section of New York that looks like normal New York, and it's just like different sanctions or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't remember the old world, but then like Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield show up because they're going to be in the movie. They show up and they like remind him, like, hey, this isn't real. This isn't reality. We got to fix this. We got to fix this for all of us. And then the Spider-Man team up to try to jog the memory of all of the Avengers and try to get everyone back. And then which leads into Secret Wars, where everyone kind of remembers. That sounds cool to me. I'm just kind of speculating.
Anything to get Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland all on the same screen again, I want.
Well, I would prefer a grounded...
For that.
Yeah. Like, I'd prefer a grounded story because the original plan was it was going to be, like, grounded with Daredevil and Spider-Man teaming up to take down Kingpin, and that's what the original plan was, but then they changed it more into this. But knowing this now, I'm okay with it because now it makes sense, as opposed to before where it really didn't make sense.
So
I'd be fine with either one.
So let me get this straight. He had Tom Holland Spider-Man to help him and to help him try to stabilize the multiverse because he knows how bad it is for the multiverse to collapse. But really, Doomsday is using him, not telling him the full truth, and he gets him trapped on this planet to where there's a fake New York City that's not real, and that only it takes Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield to come in and to help him and to save him and to also help remind everyone else.
That's not like true. Like there's no leaks that really say that. I'm just kind of like filling in the gaps.
That's your theory.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
That actually sounds dope as hell, though.
It does.
That's pretty cool.
So what do you guys think about this image?
When you sent it to me earlier and I first looked at it, I was a little confused just because I didn't know anything about it. Mm-hmm. Which one is Doctor Strange? Can you show me again?
This guy is Doctor Strange right here.
Okay.
So in the comic book,
Okay.
Doctor Strange was Doctor Doom's like right-hand man, right? And you also got to think, only a handful of superheroes remember what happened. So all of the rest of the heroes think that this is their reality. Like this is their reality. They know nothing else. So like it was like Reed Richards, Captain America, Spider-Man, and a couple others. They were in a machine that like protected them while Doctor Doom changed reality. So then when they came back, they remembered, but no one else does. So this is basically reality to all these characters. And then this
this might be the most like smooth brain take I ever have on this podcast, and not saying something. Does that remind anyone else of Doom Castle from Fortnite just a little bit?
Oh my god.
Well, yeah, because Doom Castle is based off of.
Is it based off of that? Like,
well, not of this, but Doctor Doom is known to live in a castle. In that variant.
That's his whole thing.
Yeah.
So it is in fact the guy from Fortnite.
It is. Yes, you're correct.
Wow. Okay. Thank you.
So this princess looking or queen person is. There's a good chance that this is Sue Storm, Invisible Woman from the Fantastic Four. And as you can see right here, there's a little boy right here. And this is a major Fantastic Four spoiler. So I'm sorry in advance, but I'm also not because you chose to stay here. Franklin Richards is Reed Richards and Sue Storm's son. And he is the most powerful Omega level mutant that is in the Marvel Universe. He is so powerful that the writers actually have to nerf him all the time because anything bad that happens, you could just say, well, why didn't Franklin Richards just make it not happen? He's so powerful he can like recreate universes and stuff. And so he's going to be a big part of this plot, which is even cool. So anyways, we will move on to the next image. So this is the next image.
Can we try to guess what it means?
Yeah, sure.
Add some spice to it.
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Hulk enters the Attack on Titan universe and has to defeat the Colossal Titan to save Marley from certain destruction.
Close.
And marries his cousin.
I was gonna say it looks like Hulk's home planet, but I realized that there's humans in the background. I'm looking at my phone.
Green humans.
And well, nope. In that bottom right corner, that looks like a Hulk.
Oh yeah, there are
person.
regular humans.
They are regular humans. Okay. So I
Some of
think
them.
it's either. Oh no, yeah. I think Hulk somehow goes back in time. It. God damn it.
It's She-Hulk, and yeah, you're kind of right.
Um,
When she's in She-Hulk form, not in human form. She's kind of whack in human form.
I think Hulk goes back in time. It looks like he goes back in time, or he's on a different planet that's also kind of like humans, but they're still in the medieval era. I don't know who the dude on the right is. I have no theory about that, but it looks like She-Hulk and Hulk go on an adventure and wind up in a different on a different planet trying to figure out how to go home. But then this guy looks like he's going to be a bad guy, and kind of they're like, "Hey, we got to stop this guy."
Well-
it could be Hulk's home planet.
Well, I'm
Also,
Hulk's home
the
planet.
character I'm assuming is Bruce.
Hulk's home
looks
planet.
old.
Doesn't Hulk?
He comes.
doesn't-
He's from Earth. He's a human.
I know. Doesn't it? Isn't. Why do I always think that there's a Hulk planet somewhere?
Because you're probably thinking about Planet Hulk, which is a comic
There's a
book.
movie called Planet
Oh,
Hulk.
that's why. Yeah, never mind.
Well,
Yeah,
you guys would
great
be
story.
surprised to know that you're both wrong.
Yeah, no. not at
Wow.
all.
Yeah.
Never would have guessed.
Okay, so
Ogre ears.
in the comic books, like I said, every section is like the house of that character, right? So in the Secret Wars comic book, there is a House of Hulks. There is a Hulk area, right?
Okay.
And so the running theory is that this is going to be the second secret movie that's supposed to take place in between Doomsday and Secret Wars, which is a Planet Hulk movie. That is in the works, heavily rumored. So that might not be true because the rights
Well,
between. No, go on.
I thought Thor Ragnarok was supposed to be a nod to Planet Hulk, like having Hulk fight in the gladiator pit.
That's like the part one because there's like two parts. So there's like
Okay.
there's Planet Hulk and then there's another one that I can't remember what it's called. Where like Hulk returns to Earth and he's so mad that he like destroys like half the planet or whatever.
Indeed.
We think they're just loosely adapting like the part two to that because so there's Hulk and then there's She-Hulk and then the other Hulk that's there is his name is Scar and that's Hulk's son. That was introduced in She-Hulk, but he looked stupid and that show is horrible and we don't talk about that show. It doesn't exist.
What show?
Yeah, good job. So I think they're gonna just kind of pretend that didn't really happen and not really acknowledge it. But anyways, that's all essentially supposed to be set up for this potential movie. But there's also a chance that this could just be a scene in Doomsday and they might not do the movie. So sometimes these leakers will see concept art like this and assume it's a movie. So sometimes that can happen. But anyways, so this is basically
When
just taking
a lot of
place.
times these concept arts are just pitch ideas that they're like the first art forms that they pitch to someone.
So actually, the way
Concept.
Marvel works is that typically this stuff is already written down, and the concept art is made off of what's already written. And so the thing that's a big deal about this concept art is that 9 times out of 10, normally when Marvel has concept art, that's something they're definitely going to do, and they just need to visualize how to get the shot. So that's why everyone's freaking out about this specifically, is because that means that there's a good chance we're going to see all this shit actually happen. And Kendra said, does Hulk already know there are others like him? I think that like these Hulk characters, I mean, obviously he knows She-Hulk because he was a part of that series. And then he obviously knows
He's also She-Hulk's cousin.
Yeah.
They're cousins.
Yeah, and then he knows about Scar because he introduced Scar. So like right now in the MCU canon, there's only 4 Hulks, including normal Hulk. So now there's Everett Ross, Red Hulk, Scar, She-Hulk, and now Hulk. And well, I guess and Abomination if you count Abomination, but he's not really a Hulk.
Wait, what are the other 2 Hulks?
Scar and She-Hulk, and then Red Hulk in Captain America, Brave New World.
Oh, Scar's the really smart dude.
No, Scar is no. Scar is Hulk's son, and he showed up at the end of She-Hulk. Like I said, we don't talk about that show. Just know that Hulk's son exists out there. So
Oh, I didn't watch
been
the
asking
final
myself
episode, so
the
that
same
makes sense.
question. That's what we really need.
the Dragon
actually.
Ball Z Marvel crossover is in Fortnite.
Shut
Play Fortnite. Okay. Anyways, so on to the next image. Oh well, I guess. Oh, what do you guys think about this image? Cool.
It looks
I
like
like it.
Attack on Titan. It looks a lot.
I like it. I really
looks
like
cool.
It does
Looks
kind of
dope.
look like Attack on Titan.
it.
Okay.
Big wall behind him.
Here's the
You've
next.
seen Attack on Titan?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked about this.
Oh.
I've
cool.
literally said Attack on Titan's like the only anime I actually kind of got into. I didn't get past season 1.
It's a good one.
So this looks like the new Guardians of the Galaxy or Star Lord's adventure.
So this
Well,
is the Young
maybe not.
Avengers, which
Why
they have
is
changed.
Edmund from Narnia there.
Which one? Who's Edmund? Which one's Edmund? The
Oh,
one with the
it's
black
the
hair?
girl.
Black hair. Yeah.
Different
Never
actor.
mind.
Anyways, so this is the Young Avengers, and I have got to be honest. This is the only thing that saves this image for me is the fact
It's the
that
dude on the right.
that Star-Lord is there, and they have fucking Dupe. They have fucking Dupe in this picture. What
Who's
the
Dupe?
fuck? They have fucking
Would
Dupe.
you like to explain Dupe to Ryan?
Dupe
Yeah, who's Dupe?
is the most obscure, weird X-Men character you've ever fucking seen in your life. Sorry, I don't know how loud that sounds. I probably shouldn't be yelling. Sorry. I'm just really excited about this. If this is real and Dupe is in this, I'm going to bust a nut. I'm just going to bust. It's just going to happen.
Does that make you happy or angry?
It makes me happy.
Maybe.
No, it makes me so happy.
Oh, okay.
So Dupe he's like, they don't really know what he is. He's like a mutant alien. He's like an alien with like mutant powers, but they don't really know where he came from. And he'll like seemingly, no one can understand his language. It's like his language is like, it's super hard to comprehend. And he'll just do nothing and be extremely unhelpful. And then all of a sudden he'll destroy a planet. And then they kind of sit there and they're like, what? Like there's a comic book panel where he like completely obliterates like the bad guy out of not doing anything for like 3 issues. And the X-Men have to go into a bathroom and hide from him to be like, what do we do with this guy? He's so unpredictable, right?
He's also like the only person that actually likes him is Wolverine. You know, the guy who's famous for not liking
Wolverine.
anybody.
Wolverine's the
Wolverine
only
and
one
Duke,
who can understand
like-
him.
Best buds.
Yeah.
What? What?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. That's his whole point. Is Duke makes no sense.
So is that kind of like a way that they might they're hinting that they're going to bring Wolverine in the future?
Possibly.
I have no idea what Dupe means. I have no idea if this is just a throwaway thing. But I don't even know how they'd introduce him. But if he's a part of this in any way, shape, or form, I'm there for it. I'm there. It's funny.
I'm worried they're gonna Howard Duck him and just, you know how Howard Duck was just kind of there and didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm worried they're gonna do that and just have him be there and not even interact with him. Give like 3 seconds of screen time.
I would just love to see him destroy something. Just out of the blue, come in, help. Like, I'm okay with if they have like one small interaction like Howard the Duck, and then like later he just shows up, obliterates this giant monster creature or whatever, and then just goes, all right, peace out, and then leaves. Like, that would be
That'd be
super
fun.
funny.
That'd be true to
What-
the lore.
What's his power?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Autism.
Nobody knows his power.
He's got the power of Dupe. That's what he has.
He's his own
like
classification.
there's no one that knows his power. His
It
power
changes.
is complete mystery.
It changes all the time. No one knows.
Oh, so he dupes that's why he's called Dupe. He dupes everyone.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Anyways, okay, so let me break this down a little bit. They're setting up a Disney Plus show, which I have concerns about. I think it sounds really stupid. I'm not really there for it. It was originally going to be a Young Avengers show, but then they changed it to, oh my God, the battle between Luis and Dupe would be legendary. That would go down in the history books. I'm down for that. They're setting up a Young Avengers show, or at least they have been for a while. But then all the crap happened with Phase 4 and a portion of Phase 5, and things started falling apart. And then Disney kind of went back to the drawing board, and they're like, "Okay, people are not really liking this. We gotta figure this out." So now they're rebranding it from Young Avengers to Champions, which I personally am just under the banner of just cancel it. Just cancel it. No one's going to watch it.
We're good.
It's stupid. It sounds stupid. Keep them in this Avengers movie and just keep it out there. So it's just a way to appeal to modern day kids these days, just to be completely frank. But the thing that makes Champions cool is that Nova and Miles Morales Spider-Man is a part of Champions, along with Squirrel Girl and another character. It's like he's like a Captain America. He's like Kid Captain America or something like that.
Captain iPad.
And none of those characters are present in Champions, and they're not going to be in the show. And it just sounds really boring and stupid, and I'm not really here for it.
So basically, all the characters that are a part of Champions that everyone likes is not going to actually be part of Champions.
Yeah.
They're just going to use other characters to fill in. So it's not really the Champions.
Yeah.
If Disney hates one thing, it's making a show people actually want to go see.
They definitely really struggle with that, and I agree.
Yeah.
I mean,
Some of their TV shows have been really lackluster, and even some ones that are supposed to be good I've watched recently, and I've been like, this is kind of doo-doo.
I would be more interested in watching Champions if Squirrel Girl was in it, but like she ain't gonna be in it because they don't like. I just think that no, hold on. Squirrel Girl is actually an interesting character on her own. Mm-hmm. No, okay, all right. Never mind. Fuck Squirrel Girl. I don't like her anymore.
I mean, everyone does. Everyone wants to.
Okay. Anyways,
Louise could take Squirrel Girl.
This image is cool. I like that Star-Lord's back. Star-Lord is going to be a pretty big figure in these movies. I think Star-Lord deserves his own show.
Who's that character right next to Dupe?
That's Miss Marvel. So it's Miss Marvel, Wiccan, Speed. Oh fuck, I don't remember her name.
Is Dupe the one on the right?
Sansa Stark.
Yeah, Dupe is that like green alien looking thing with the X on his stomach.
Taylor, we can't see it when you point. You got to use the cursor.
Oh yeah, huh? Right here. Sorry, this is Dupe. Yeah.
Wait.
So why is Miss
Which
Marvel
one?
This is
looking
Dupe.
at Wong like that?
Off to the right?
Do you not see my mouse? You ding dong?
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
No, I had it zoomed in. I didn't see him at all.
Oh, well, that's your problem.
I didn't know that. Sorry.
And Miss
Oh,
Marvel
Dupe
is looking at him
Dupe is
like
an
that
alien.
because Miss Marvel is a giant nerd, and she's probably just giddy to see him.
Thank God.
That's Miss Marvel? Staring at who?
This is Miss Marvel right here.
She's
Yeah,
looking at
who's she?
Wong, but it's like
Oh,
it's a
Wong.
strange look. It's
Okay.
the same look that Taylor gives Squirrel Girl.
Okay, all right. So I'm never mentioning that again. Squirrel Girl is actually an interesting character. Fuck you.
She got bit
yes.
by a radioactive squirrel.
I actually watched the Champions cartoon. Granted, it wasn't very good, but she was a good part of it. Anyways,
bet she was.
Miss Marvel. This is Wiccan. Speed. I don't remember her name. I don't know why I can't remember her name.
Sansa Stark.
Kate Bishop, Hawkeye, and Star-Lord. And then this is Wong.
The new Hawkeye.
The new Hawkeye, yeah.
Baby Hawkeye.
Okay, what do you guys think about this image? And then I'll move on to the next one.
I don't like it as much as so far as the other ones. I don't like it.
I
as
like
much.
Dupe, Star-Lord, and Wong, but other than that, I don't care
I really
about anything going on in this image.
I don't really care about the Young Avengers. I think that's a dead project, to be honest.
I would only watch that for Dupe, if I'm being honest. Dupe needs his own show. Give Dupe the respect he deserves.
Dupe.
Have Dupe sneeze and destroy 3 galaxies.
Hey, Ryan, unplug your mic and plug it back in real quick.
Why?
Just trust me. Just do it. Anyway, so the next image is of Black Panther. Where's Ryan? Ryan is here. He's
Ryan's
just not on screen at the moment. He'll be on screen when we're done looking at these images. Yeah, I know. I know we can. Yeah, you're.
Okay.
No, you sound bad. What happened?
Why do I sound bad?
I don't know. What changed?
Your audio's coming through a different microphone now.
Yeah.
What?
I was hearing like a feedback noise.
They shouldn't be doing
that was
that.
popping in and out a little bit, and I just wanted to see
That
if that
one
would.
it reminds me of like Pride Rock from Lion King and the Cave of Wonders from
I
Aladdin.
want to see his beautiful face now.
Oh,
Soon. He exists. He's here.
There we go.
There we go. That's a lot better.
For
Hi,
some
Dad.
reason, it was my camera.
I'll move the mic down a little bit
Is that better?
more.
Or was the gain? too
Yeah, the
high?
gain was all the way up. Yeah, that was
Ah,
fine.
Oh, okay.
gain too much gain.
Okay, all right. Now that we got that squared away, this is the next image of a brand new Black Panther. This is played by a different actor. That, granted, he looks a lot like Chadwick Boseman, but the leaks are stating that this is an other universe version of Black Panther.
Black Panther.
But where the leaks are getting kind of confused is we don't know if this is going to be an aged up alternate universe version of T'Challa's son, and they're going to name him T'Challa Jr., or is this actually T'Challa from another universe that they're going to bring in to the main universe?
I think that's what they're gonna do.
Probably.
I think both would be fine. I have no issues with either. Or.
Yeah, I feel like they should have just recasted him at the very beginning and just foregone all of this confusing story shit. But, you know, I get it. They wanted to pay respect. It's whatever.
Yeah.
But there are other concept images of this suit, like different variations of the suit, but I don't feel like they're really worth going over. Just because this looks cool. I think that they're going to go close to this because this is the only one with the actor's face in it. So this is cool because it's very reminiscent to classic OG Black Panther in the comic books with the cape. Because Black Panther used to have a cape and he used to have some like gold accents on there. And this is pretty cool. I'm glad they're bringing Black Panther back.
Well, that's what Killmonger's Black Panther outfit was. It was what's it called? It was a callback to the original Black Panther outfit with the gold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think about this? They're bringing Black Panther back?
I think it looks sick.
It looks sick as fuck. I'm so
I
down
like
for
it.
it.
Do they
It
know
looks
what actor it is based on this concept art?
Yes, we do know the actor, but I do not remember his name. He looks like Chadwick Boseman. He's a Chadwick Boseman lookalike. All right, here are some two other images, and this we're assuming is Avengers Doomsday. So we have female Ultron,
Yes.
also known as a character named Acosta. Truth be
Mi Costa, Su Costa. Costa?
To be completely honest, I don't really know much about Acosta as a character. I was never really, that wasn't my era of Marvel that I was popping into.
Why does she kind of look like Cappy from Robots?
Cappy from Robots.
Yeah,
Is she?
a little bit. Like the face specifically. The coloring is
Cappy.
totally different, but the structure is kind of the same.
Cappy's the one that is friends.
Oh
with,
yeah, she kind of does, huh? Oh wow, you're
I
right. A
gotta see. Hold
Just
on.
a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh yeah.
structurally.
little bit. I see it.
It's
Anyways,
that robot face. That's what it is.
it's a robot sequel, confirmed. Anyways,
Anyway, moving on.
so from what I know about Acosta is that she was birthed from Ultron. Ultron created her, and then she started out as a villain, but then became a good guy later. I think her and Vision had a thing. Which would kind of make sense.
Does Wanda know?
Huh?
Does Wanda know?
Probably not. Oh, and
My.
good thing you said that because there's a whole thing in here about Wanda too. Anyway, so Acosta's going to show up at some point. Who knows when and how. So here's the next one. This is the next one.
Age of Acosta.
I'm a big fan of everything going on there. Ultron's one of my favorite Marvel villains.
I hope there's been a lot of talks about it coming back too. So I'm going to show you this next image, and I'm not going to give any context to it until after you guys tell me what you think about it.
You're gonna show it?
Yeah. It's delayed for you.
Is that's Vision, right?
Yeah.
With Star Lord.
Okay, I thought that was Vision. It's the white Vision from WandaVision.
Yeah.
Who's also the original Vision's body, but a different brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They both give into their depression, and Peter Quill kills himself with alcoholism. And Vision is left there discovering what death actually is because he actually cared about Quill and decides to change his life around.
I like how that
And he
sentence
starts
started
an
out.
AA group.
I like how that sentence started out as a joke and then it just got really deep. Like he'll never know what death and love is, and then he started an AA meeting, by the way.
Yeah. Brian,
Yeah.
what do you think about
well,
this image?
so it's like now he knows. Now he cares.
I'm very
we start an
confused
AA.
because Vision and Star Lord, is from what I remember, don't cross paths at all in the MCU. So I assume they do cross paths. In Star Lord's adventure, he crossed paths with the Vision from WandaVision and ends up chilling with him. They end up kicking it. They really like each other. And then shit goes down because Star Lord didn't tell anyone that Vision was still alive. And everyone's like, what the fuck? Vision's still alive. Well, we kind of need him. We got a war going on this other planet. And Star Lord's like, bet, I'll bring him on my ship. And I'll be there in a few days. Just give me a minute.
That's probably pretty close, actually.
I was gonna say, actually, your guess is as good as mine because there's actually no information on this image at all. So
It was just okay.
I'm so down for this because the last we've seen of this particular version of Vision, he was very robotic, way more than the original one was.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would love to see a Star Lord through the power of dance teaches Vision how to love.
that would be
the greatest
really
thing ever.
funny.
That would be very good because that is a very
Yeah.
Star Lord thing.
So
And then they could have a dance montage that isn't shit Venom. And yeah. I like that scene, but it is stupid.
it's so dumb. So the only context I have to this is that I know that they've been planning a Vision show called Vision Quest, and that has just gone through delay after delay after delay.
Did Vision get drunk?
No.
I would imagine
He's like
not.
Legolas. He can't get drunk.
Did Peter Quill drink all that himself?
Oh yeah, probably.
Probably.
His liver must look like camouflage.
Personally, I feel like it's just going to be a throwaway joke.
Yeah, gone.
It's going to be a throwaway joke in the movie where they go to recruit Peter Quill, and then all of a sudden Vision's just there, and it's going to be like, oh, Vision's there. All right, you can come along too. And I think it'll just be like a bit, just because they didn't know
That'd
what
be
to do
funny.
with the story. Yeah, it's
I
fine.
have no problem with that.
It doesn't really need to make sense, but yeah. Anyways, so that's it for like the big reveals that leaked out was for Doomsday and Secret Wars. So I'm just gonna briefly go through some of these other ones that are pretty quick. So there was apparently this isn't as much of a big deal. It's because this was canceled. I'm assuming. Basically, there was going to be like a Marvel racing show that was supposed to be loosely a part of the MCU or whatever, and it was going to go on Disney Plus. This is a nothing burger. I don't really care about this, that much.
See, I was very confused when I saw that.
Yeah, it's
That
just
car's thick as fuck.
it's
Could it
just
be?
what
This is a sick car.
It
Could
looks
they
like a
be-
video game.
kind
Yeah, I
of.
was gonna say,
But
does
it
it
was
look concept for a video game?
I would play the fuck out of that video game.
So it's artwork for a now canceled project called Iron Man 3000. According to the leaker account, the project was shelved for unknown reasons, but it would have been an animated series starring Morgan Stark and Pepper Potts, including a young female Vision. This show was a racing/car show that was loosely adapted the MCU canon. So,
Sweet. That'd be
Yeah.
fun.
well, I'm glad. I'm
Wish
kind
they
of glad
did.
they canceled it because
Whenever-
they need to stop wasting resources. Personally,
Whenever they say loosely a part of the MCU, I always think, okay, so it's something that they want to make it a part of the MCU because the MCU makes money, even though that's not how it actually works. But then if it doesn't work out, they can just say, oh, it's actually not part of the MCU at all. It's just kind of a one spin-off thing. They just say it's loosely based on the MCU because they don't know if it's going to go well with fans or do well at all.
well, that's kind of what they did with Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, but because that
Can
was
I take a
originally
guess
that. Yeah, and
at
just
this one.
with Friendly
It's a
Neighborhood.
stupid guess.
With Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, it was originally supposed to be canon, but then they changed it. And anyways, so yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you can take a guess on this one.
Sue Storm learns the Expecto Patronum, and the Thing learns how to waterbend.
Correct. Good job. Honestly,
Thank
you
you.
solved the
Thank
whole
you.
movie. We can go home. Anyways, so
it
this
looks like they're whitewater rafting with their powers.
um
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, Ryan. It's like Super Saiyan 4 now being canon 20 years later. Yes,
Right?
yes.
Dude, that actually it made me super happy and annoyed me at the same time. Like, why would you go through all the trouble making it not canon just to make it canon 20 years later?
Yeah.
Make it make sense.
Yeah. So this is
You don't watch Dragon Ball.
No,
They
I
don't
don't.
understand.
No idea what you're talking
I
about.
don't watch Dragon Ball.
So this is all concept art for Fantastic Four.
Cool.
The story implications aren't as important here, but I mean, this is a pretty cool shot. This is just confirming the whole Franklin Richards thing that at some point Sue Storm is going to give birth to Franklin Richards in this Fantastic Four movie. You know, just more images, kind of showing off the movie a little bit. So yeah, like these aren't
That one
super
looks
crazy.
very like all out.
It's kind of giving me Incredibles vibes.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I don't know, like just
Yeah.
a little bit. Yeah.
Did you guys hear
And
Incredibles
this
3 is being made?
yeah, I
Good.
did hear
Can't wait
that.
to see that in 14 years.
So this is a bigger story plot thread of our first look at the female Silver Surfer that's going to
Nice.
be in Fantastic Four. I have a potential big problem with this. Now,
Need bigger tickle bitties.
yes. Would you shut the fuck up?
Sorry, Taylor.
No, it's okay. So the running leaks are saying that there's going to be a Silver Surfer in Fantastic Four, but it's going to be a female Silver Surfer, and it's going to be Silver Surfer's wife. So, like in this universe, Silver Surfer's wife turned in to the Herald of Galactus and not him. And then she goes off. I forget what her name is, but anyways, Norrin Rad is the name of Silver Surfer. I don't remember the wife's name. And if that's the case, I'm fine with this. This is cool. It's awesome. It's different. But she has to not be the main MCU Silver Surfer. Norrin Rad Silver Surfer needs to be in the MCU main Silver Surfer. If that's not the case,
Pause for a second.
I'm going to have an issue. What?
They made Silver Surfer's last name Rad.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because
That's both like extremely lazy and extremely clever at the same time.
exactly. It's amazing.
Why is that clever?
Well, it's just like
You're rad,
a
dude.
surfer lingo, like Rad.
Rad.
Oh my god.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. They didn't give Silver Surfer an actual name until years later, too. Wouldn't shock me if they actually did that.
I'll bet you it was like some random.
Sorry,
forum
Taylor.
where someone's like,
2025. It's
"Funny."
time to be woke. All your favorite motherfuckers are all female.
Get ready for Squirrel Man, and he's gonna be painfully
I
thick.
to be completely honest with you, Luis, I genuinely don't give a shit as long as it makes sense. It's like this being a different universe and it being his wife instead of him. That's fine. It's a different fucking universe. And by the way, I would also like to preface, I totally know you're just playing around, but I'm just being honest. Like that's why I'm saying for this movie it's okay, but in the main MCU it needs to be Norman Rad. That's just kind of how I feel about it. But like sometimes it makes sense. Sometimes it's fine. It's whatever, you know. Like Riri Williams, the new Iron Man, she's Ironheart in the comic books. She's actually cool in the comics, but they just did her horrible in the movie. But here's the kicker: it don't make sense. What you know about the Celestials? I know
She's the
a
one that
lot
they
about
kind of just
Celestials.
threw in the new Black Panther movie, huh?
Yeah, and I just don't think they did her very well, and her show sounds really stupid, and I'm probably not gonna watch it.
I thought her
But-
show got canceled.
Oh no, it's still being developed, sadly.
Oh.
Anyways, so that's pretty much it for the leaks. The big
Lego Bluey actually looks interesting. Sorry, there's an ad for it. I'm a big Lego fan, and I
So-
like Bluey. Anyway, moving on.
That's
That was
that's
super
all the
relevant.
leaks. That's everything.
That's all the leaks. That's the big historical leaks.
We just hit an hour.
I know. Sorry. I mean,
So
at least we
kinda-
have a lot more to talk about if we want to talk about
We
more
have a lot
stuff.
to talk about.
That's I don't know. I think the Hulk one, obviously the Fantastic one is happening. The Hulk movie, what was the first one? The Doomsday
Mhm.
one looks good. and
Who is asking for your face?
my face.
The Bear Actual. He's back.
I'm back. What's up?
Wait, is that Kyle?
No, that's Aaron.
Oh. Anyways.
What's up,
he's
pretty
back.
boy Aaron? How you doing?
He's here. He's beautiful faces here.
Yeah, I think the Hulk one and the Doomsday one look really good. All the other ones I don't really care for. Granted, I'm not as invested into the MCU anymore, as much as you are.
Yeah.
But why are you guys shaking your head?
Luis. Being
I'm
Luis.
laughing at something Luis.
Oh, what is he saying with body shorts?
Squirrel Man.
Squirrel Man will be played by The Rock with booty shorts and a BBL.
So, I don't know how much longer you guys want to talk about the theories. Do you guys have any questions? Because there's something I want to ask you guys.
We got
and I
about
know you
another
guys
30
know it.
minutes, so we'll go on for another 30 minutes. So,
Okay.
So
Alright.
I ain't too pressed about it.
But I
Ask your
I
question.
think some of those concept arts looked really good, but I don't have anything else to say. Hiram,
I have a Marvel hot take if you want to hear it.
Go for it.
of course.
This is gonna trigger me
I
like
feel like
Venom: The Last
Marvel
Dance.
has- It might. I feel like Marvel has disappointed its fan base so many times. The only way that they're going to be able to get people to keep seeing it is by bringing back iconic characters. And
Yeah.
the actual properties themselves probably aren't enough to bring in new fans.
I agree with you. You want to hear the next leak that wasn't in the concept art?
Sure.
Doomsday is going to consist of the modern day Avengers fighting evil versions of the OG Avengers alongside
Yeah.
Doctor Doom.
See what I mean? It's like Marvel has
That-
nothing
okay.
new to
That's-
offer, and they're starting to piss me off. They're disappointing me the same way Star Wars did.
That
And-
sounds sick and really cool, and I like it. But the problem is, it wasn't planned. It
I
was
know.
something that we all know they just threw together because they're like, fuck, all our plans fell through. We kind of have to make some big reveal or something big that is going to bring people back because we can't
So
just make a good
there's
story
a
anymore.
good
The
chance.
MCU is built on the back of the classic.
There's a
actors.
good chance that this was all actually planned. Now, let me explain. Just Doomsday and Secret... Okay, not necessarily Doomsday. Okay. It was originally supposed to be like the King Dynasty and Secret Wars was originally supposed to be like a part 1 and a part 2. Okay? But the theory is that Kevin Feige was basically only working on Fantastic Four, Secret Wars, and Doomsday this whole time. And he wasn't really effing around with the other projects. And that's kind of why they fell off, because they weren't really being overseen to make sure that everything could be a coherent thing. So the theory is that Fantastic Four, Doomsday, and Secret Wars are actually going to be a lot more coherent because Kevin Feige was actually overseeing those projects and they've been kind of building up for a long time. The reason why I think that is because they specifically picked these characters to be the new Avengers to reflect the bad Avengers that are going to show up in these movies. So there was some vague idea of a plan for a while. But then what I think happened is that Kevin Feige put too much faith in these people to make these shows, and then it didn't turn out well at all. And then what happened with Jonathan Majors happened, and then they had to pivot. So the idea is that Doctor Doom was going to be the villain of Secret Wars either way. But then they just kind of were like, we need to just focus on Doctor Doom now and not make him just the villain of just Secret Wars, and how he's going to be the villain of Doomsday. That's my theory.
Read the latest thing in chat.
Ali said, hot take. Marvel movies, to me, feel like they are reusing concepts and characters, and by labeling it as all these alternate universes, they honestly need to bring in new ideas and won't be predictable to avoid to avid comic fans.
To avid comic book
Yeah.
fans.
Yeah, I think that the multiverse, to me, is an amazing concept. I love the multiverse. In the comic books, It's more fun. They kind of play with it more in the comic books. Like if we didn't have the multiverse, we wouldn't have gotten the greatest villain of all time, the Maker. Which I'm not even going to explain that. It's super complicated. If you want to look it up in your own time. Anyways, yes, it is very messy. I do agree with you. It's very convenient for them. In the Marvel Comics universe, there are rules. There are rules to the multiverse that makes it more coherent, make more sense. It's more fun to use. With the multiverse, in terms of the movies, they use it more for marketing.
Bullshit.
Yeah, and to justify like mistakes and stuff, which honestly you shouldn't do. But yeah. Anyways.
The whole multiverse in the MCU right now is just it's so it's hard to follow.
Yeah.
It is hard to follow.
Yeah.
I am not a huge
Hey, Bear Actual, if you want to crumb, you have to follow first.
Get a bucket.
You have to follow, and then we'll let you. Then it'll be allowed. If you don't follow...
I'm gonna crumb.
Oh, wait,
Are
no,
you
hold on.
judging
No,
every
never mind, I lied. You
direction?
did follow. I'm sorry. I take that back. You can crumb all you want. Crumb away.
I think DC, like the Justice League cartoon and everything kind of feeds into that. I think they did the multiverse much better than the MCU.
They only used it in one movie, which is really The Flash, and The Flash was not a good movie, but it was
No,
easier
not
to
the
understand.
movies, like the Justice League cartoon from like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought
I never
they
saw
did
those. Never mind.
the multiverse a lot better than what's going on now.
Oh God, let the gooning sesh commence.
Bruh.
Go to church, dog.
I don't know. I mean, I'm a kind of a DC hater, so I don't know.
That's right. I like
You
them
were
both
loving
pretty-
DC. What do you mean?
I DC Comics hater. Let me rephrase that.
Oh,
Comic
okay.
books. I like
Okay,
the majority
verify
of the
that. Got it.
movies. Okay, I shouldn't even
Okay.
say hater. I'm just not as interested. Anyways, so we'll talk about one more thing on this list, and then maybe we'll save everything else I had written down for like a part 2. We'll do a part 2 a little later.
Sweet.
Probably when more information comes out.
Each of those sections could probably be their own episode.
Actually, it'd be better if we did it after Fantastic Four, so that way we can be like, okay, so all those concepts are. I can see where this is going. from
The
movie.
very actual says, DC is my thing. Good for you, man. I like Batman. Batman's cool. I like some Superman stuff. I just think Superman's basic.
Say it like that. Good for you. I don't know if this is a hot take or not. The Batman with Robert Pattinson is the best Batman movie.
Hold on, my camera is being...
It's my favorite Batman movie.
I know. Hold on.
Your camera's off and you are lagging big time.
I-
Okay, so now should I share what I wanted to ask? Or
Yes,
wanted
the
to hear your
chair
guys'
myself
thoughts?
recognizes Ryan.
Why?
Chair
hold on,
recognizes Ryan.
My shit is
Yep.
lagging so hard.
Chair recognizes Ryan.
Okay, I'm sorry.
His
Excuse
Shloink
me,
be
Taylor.
lagging.
Taylor, chair recognizes Ryan.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
lagging.
sure,
Go
shut
on.
Fuck up.
Go on. I'm sorry.
Shut up.
Shut the
Quiet.
fuck up. The chair recognizes
What are you
Ryan.
doing in there?
I'm trying to fix my
Your
shit,
mom.
okay?
What? You have everything. I'm on a freaking laptop and a video camera and a mic. That's it. How are you?
I'm gonna
How is
kick
your
you in the
shit breaking
basement.
or falling apart?
Okay,
you
okay.
pressing?
It's
Stop
good. It's
pressing
good.
stuff.
We're good. We're good.
We're
good.
good.
We're good.
We're
Go
good.
on.
Okay. Chair officially recognizes Ryan.
Yep, the chair's
All
recognizes
right.
Ryan.
Cool. My question is, what'd you guys think of the Shrek reveal?
Oh my god.
Gosh.
Okay, I
Um,
guess. Okay, no, right. Hiram, you can go first.
Oh fuck.
We need to bring back bullying immediately and powerfully.
For who? For
Yeah.
what?
The studio needs to be
No,
bullied into
no, no,
submission the way we
no.
did
Okay,
this comic.
okay. Hot take. Taylor, chair recognizes me. Okay. Fucking, it does not
No, I
look
fucking
bad.
didn't.
It does not look bad, okay?
It-
I agree.
It'll probably be fine.
No, Shrek looks, they couldn't have been they couldn't be more delicate with these Shrek fans, man. They were so delicate about it. And I agree, Fiona looks a little weird. They got to fix her mouth, okay? And I think that Donkey, they need to spread his eyes apart a little bit more. I agree with that. But Shrek looks fucking fine. They couldn't have made it more
Let me ask a
simple.
question. The chair recognizes me because I am the chair.
Okay. Okay.
Did they try to make it? Are they going to try to incorporate him into the Puss in Boots movies, and that's why they made him look weird? Is they had to switch animation styles for that?
Well, no. That the thing is that the animation. Here's okay. So chair recognizes Ryan. So the
chair
thing
recognizes
about
Ryan.
it is the reason I hate it is because let me clarify. I am happy they brought back Eddie Murphy, Cameron Diaz, Mike Myers, and they're adding Zendaya to the roster because of Shrek's kids. Makes sense.
Where'd the
Everything
other two
about
Shrek
everything in
kids?
that category. I am happy with. I love it. It's perfect.
Shrek ate them.
The reason I hate the animation is because they have 4 other movies that for 20 years, for 15, 14, 13, for 12 years, they used the exact same type of animation. The only difference is that they upgraded it, made it more detailed, made it more polished, and every movie that came out, it looked better. This, they completely redid the artwork.
That was
It's
like
not
a
the same
decade
animation
ago.
style.
It was a decade ago. It was so long ago.
You can still do it. They did it with Puss in
There's-
Boots.
Okay,
How long ago?
everyone shut the fuck up.
Puss in
Shut up.
Boots has the same
The chair
animation style,
recognizes
but they
me.
heightened it. They made
Let
it
the chair
better.
speak. The chair is speaking. There's a scene in Shrek 2 where Fiona's father is talking to Fiona, and he goes, "Maybe you like this new Shrek," and Fiona goes, "But it's the old one we fell in love with, and that is why I will never accept this. Because Shrek
No.
is love, Shrek is life.
No,
It needs to be the old
Yes.
way.
Okay, hold on.
It's not
Yes.
okay.
Hold on.
I
Chair
agree.
recognizes Taylor. Back on me. May
The chair
21st.
recognizes Taylor.
May 21st, 2010 is the last Shrek movie we got. That was 15 years ago. 15 years
yes,
ago.
15. Why? Okay, but why make another movie and then completely change the art style?
Do you want to know why they didn't completely change the art style? It's been barely tweaked, just a little bit. It's like it was barely tweaked.
no,
Were you
no,
wearing
it
your
looks
glasses when
completely
you looked
different.
at it?
Yeah, I'm
It
looking
looks
at it.
completely
Compare them
different.
side
Hold
by
on,
side.
I will
Compare them
right
side
now.
by
Hold
side.
on, hold on.
Do it
Give me a
right now,
second.
please.
I'm
You
looking. Hold
ain't
on.
ignorant.
Okay,
slut.
I think we can all agree on this, though. Okay, we can all agree on this. Whether it's the art style or the trailer itself they used to reveal it was fucking dog shit. I hate the TikTok style of
Oh,
reveal
yeah,
they
that
did.
was cringe.
It was very cringy and it was very stupid. That's what made me mad the most. Maybe when they released another trailer or another reveal trailer or something like that, it'll look a lot better. But it might have just been the way they revealed it made it look really stupid. Like they tried to be like, let's appease the kids, but then everyone saw it and was like, this is stupid. Why are you doing like TikTok style shit? Anyway.
Hey, don't
Not to
start,
mention, that's
what
don't
we
be
have side by
mean.
side
Don't
pulled
be
up.
mean to Luis.
If you
I
can
mean-
spell my name wrong, I'm gonna be
Don't
mean.
be mean to Luis.
Hi,
I'm
Rim.
trying to figure it out right now. Hold on.
Technically, he spelled
Hiram.
your name correctly on how you say it. It's Hiram. You don't say Hiram. You
Hiram.
say
You
Hi-
should say hi rum.
You got rum?
R-U-M rum.
you got
Yeah.
rum. Yeah.
Not with me.
Oh, damn.
Okay, hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out.
Okay, Hyrule is an okay one. I get that one a lot. Hyrule.
You need to make your own rum
Hiram,
company called
or
Hi
idiot.
Rum.
That would be weird because I am Mormon.
Okay, Shrek 5.
But
I do not
that's
drink
what makes it
alcohol.
even better.
I'm trying to figure out.
Oh,
rum.
okay.
I'm trying to figure out
Hyrule
the
is
best way to go about this.
There was a kid in high school. His name was Britt Henderson. He called me Hyrule for all 4 years. And there's another kid. I don't remember his name. I want to say it wasn't Gary. It was the. This is gonna sound really bad. It was the other autistic kid we hung out with who was way skinnier. He called everyone a butt munch in middle
Talking
school.
about
He
me?
called me Skyrim.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember his name.
You know who I'm talking about. I don't remember his name.
Yeah.
Skyrim.
They call me Skyrim.
I'm trying to download the image so I can put it side by side, but it's being difficult.
Hey, it's better than what my nicknames growing up were.
I didn't
Uh,
remember the name. If you listened, you would know I did not remember the name.
Are you being mean to Luis? You need to back off Luis right
You
now.
can't be. Yeah, you gotta back
He's
off
been
Luis.
single-handedly.
It's not so much that's
He's been the
Luis.
third person since you've been gone, my guy.
He has been this secret
He's
person
carrying.
in this.
It's not. Look, the chair recognizes me. Shut the fuck up. It's not so much that it's Louise. It's more he's going back to the Hiram name jokes. Really. And I haven't heard an original one in 20 years.
I
Okay.
come-
only 23.
This is
It's
gonna
just
be
annoying.
really janky, so just Leave me be. I'm trying my best here, okay?
Every time you have sex, you need to yell out to your girlfriend and be like, "Hi, cum."
No,
That was good.
He
That was
says
funny.
he says I am arriving when he's about to bust. Okay, all right, here we go. You should be able to see. Hold on, let me make sure it went good on the stream. There we go. Okay, all right. Over here, this is the new, right? This is the new Shrek. We're not talking about these three right now. We're talking about just Shrek. Talking about just Shrek. Now
Okay.
look at this Shrek. What the fuck is the difference? What is the difference? I don't get it. I would say the head shape is a little different, right?
The head
and
shape-
the eyes
shape
the
is
eyes are
smaller.
just a little close together. That's it.
The head-
Everything else looks the exact same.
Fiona
head
looks like
shape?
the mom from Resident Evil Biohazard.
We're talking about Shrek. We're
Right,
talking.
and just her
We're
mouth
talking.
specifically
we're-
looks just like her. It is throwing me off.
We're talking
The
about
sheriff
Shrek right now.
recognized Ryan.
We're talking about Shrek. Everyone, chat, everyone. Ryan, Hiram, chat. We're talking about Shrek. We're talking about Shrek right now. We'll talk about the other ones momentarily. So fuck off. We're talking about fucking Shrek.
Do you think Dragon's gonna look okay? Do
You want to
think Dragon's
fucking
gonna look
shut the
weird?
fuck up? We're talking about Shrek. Tell me what's so bad about Shrek right now. They look the exact
It's not
same.
so much like
They gave
You wanna
Dragon a
shut the
dick.
fuck up? Not again.
Okay,
Dragon, these nuts cross your face.
look. Okay,
Okay,
Let me
here's
look
what's
back
wrong
at it.
with Shrek. Is this shit's fucking janky, bro. Well, I'll actually get into it. It's not so much like they got the bare bones details,
The bare
but then
bones.
the fine details are totally different. So like the shapes, right? Why'd you ask my opinion if you're just gonna be a
We
bitch
need to
about
do
it?
the Taylor's anger management episode. We need to do it right now. It's starting right now.
Taylor, tell me, how does it feel to have your head shoved so far up your ass that you care this much about Shrek?
I care, man. I care. When people's opinions are out of pocket, it makes no sense.
Hair recognizes Ryan.
If everyone's opinion is out of pocket, doesn't that mean your opinion is out of pocket?
Explain to me why Great Jedi's trigger you so bad. Do that.
I don't know why Shrek triggers you so bad.
Because it's a whack opinion. Anyways, what, Ryan? What?
Nice, no, we're on the same page.
Oh, I can talk.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
Chair
Oh, yeah,
recognizes
Chair
Ryan.
recognizes Ryan.
So you putting these side by side, I will acknowledge that you are correct. They don't look too similar, but I am
Different.
realizing
They don't look too different.
They don't look too different, but I am realizing it might have not been the animation, but the details of like Shrek's eyes are too close together, Donkey's eyes are too close together, Fiona's face looks fucking like look at that shit. If you could zoom in, look at
Like
that.
the mom from Resident Evil.
I'm as far zoomed
Zendaya's
in.
character I think looks fine,
Where
but
are
all the three
Shrek
main
and Fiona
cast
had 3 kids. Where are the other 2?
probably
The movie
out
hasn't
partying
come
or
out
something.
yet. I'm sure they're there.
Your mom hasn't come out yet.
Zendaya's character is probably just gonna play a bigger part. In the group, and honestly, it's probably gonna involve her going missing or something, because that's how these all go. Putting them side by side, the animation does look about the same, and I think what it is that it's the subconscious, like it looks the same, but it doesn't look the same.
All right.
And until you put side by side, you see that the face of like Shrek's face is bigger, but then smaller at the top. The head is smaller. It's not as wide. Fiona's face looks, I don't even know what it is. I think it's that she has no teeth. Donkey's face looks really weird. I think the eyes are too close together, like you said. And I think the nose looks a little too big.
Like the general shape is
The nose
on,
is the
but,
exact
the
same.
fine details are really weird.
The
But
nose is the exact
maybe
same.
maybe it's the eyes then.
Literally, the only thing that is different about Shrek's fucking face is his eyeballs. Everything else is the exact same. And maybe slightly his head shape. Okay, so here's my theory. This is what I think is going on. I think it's the eyes being close together is way different, 1. And 2, the original animation had this very distinct, really realistic kind of vibe.
I dropped a quarter.
And I think that that's what everyone's freaking out about. But here's the thing. in terms of the actual look, I don't feel like it's any different. And we don't have enough information to really judge it so harshly yet. Because when we get the actual trailer of the actual movie, they could move different. Like, they could feel more or like what we remember. Now that we're done talking about Shrek, I will say I agree that Fiona and Donkey look the most different. They look like they've been tweaked a lot more than Shrek. I just don't get the Shrek argument.
And we can all agree that the reveal for Shrek, the reveal itself, the whole structure of the reveal was shit. It was a stupid reveal.
I agree. I agree with that. I just think everyone's getting too up in arms about Shrek.
Oh,
I just gotta say,
shiny.
I just gotta say, people who watched Puss in Boots: The Last Wish knew that a new Shrek movie was coming out because of the ending. If you haven't seen Puss in Boots: The Last,
I saw it twice.
It's so
that
good.
movie is really good. It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Great
and
movie.
I do think that it would have been smarter to play it safe and to just go with the Puss in Boots animation and just do it for Shrek. But that's not what they wanted to do, so it's whatever. Anyways, I have one last thing.
You guys want to hear about my bathroom experience of the musical? No, sorry,
I have
Taylor, continue.
bathroom.
So I have one more Marvel thing.
one more time for me, please?
I have one more Marvel thing that we can talk about before we wrap this up, or we can just wrap it up now.
Wait.
What?
I have one more thing to ask, though.
What?
Did you guys see the snaps of the side-by-side shots of the live-action Stitch movie and the Lilo and Stitch movie from 2002?
No.
No?
What's?
I think they did really good.
Oh.
They did a really good job. Stitch looks like Stitch.
They haven't even released a full trailer yet, which I think is a crime.
I think they are in probably the next few weeks because it comes out this summer.
They should, yeah. Anyway, so I have one more Marvel thing that we can discuss quickly, or we can just wrap it up. What do you guys want? What do you guys want?
It
Chat.
depends on what it is.
What do you guys want? It's going to be about Daredevil. Talk about Daredevil. But it's a quick thing.
Do you guys want to hear him talk about Daredevil? He's a big Daredevil nerd.
I'm a big Marvel
He loves
nerd,
Daredevil.
but
Let me tell you about my bathroom experience at the musical I went to.
Okay, dude.
Go ahead, do that while chat's saying yes, no, end it.
There was this kid sitting in the row in front of me, and he looked like he was like 10, 11, 12, somewhere in that ball. And so at intermission, I go use the bathroom, I had a urinal, and this kid goes and stands right next to me, and he starts fucking talking. And it's like, I don't remember most he said, but I just remember hearing a lot of what the Sigma, and he started talking about Roblox and Minecraft. I was trying so hard not to laugh. It was the fucking funniest thing while I'm trying to take an epic Waz, and bro's like, what the Sigma? Your head shaped like a box like you're in Roblox. I was like, I was not prepared for that.
He's like
going
I have the
into
power of God and
bathroom.
anime on my side, kid.
Imagine him if he was like 60 pounds heavier.
I turned around and I pissed on his leg and said, eat me.
What?
No.
Anyway.
No.
Okay,
The
well,
chair no longer recognizes Ryan.
Luis said Marvel, so I'll just end it with this thing. I'm just saying that I'm really hyped for Daredevil Born Again. Daredevil Born Again is coming out on the 4th, and I just want to say anybody who's on the fence, watch Daredevil Born Again only because it's a little bit separated from the goobly glop that we've been getting.
And
really,
it's not going to be childish. It's going to be pretty fucking dark.
That's true. And the main villain of Daredevil Born Again is Muse, and he's a serial killer who kills people for art. So
it's going to be a musing show to watch.
okay.
Anyone
Anyways,
who
just
all right.
go watch Daredevil Born Again. I just wanted to say Daredevil. I feel like Daredevil is. Marvel is back for me, okay? I know not everyone feels the same way, and I totally think it's justified. But for me personally,
I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical. So I'm not going to say that quite yet, but I like the direction they're going. I'm not a big Marvel fan like Taylor. Kind of like the MCU, but I've fallen out of it. We'll see where it goes from here.
is
Hopefully.
C tier hero,
Marvel
bro?
Is kind of like, no, that's top tier, like S tier.
Daredevil?
Oh, I thought you were saying Z, like when you sleep. You
No,
have
that's
Zs.
like.
Oh, never mind. No, yeah, you're right.
For me, Marvel's disappointed me too many times, kind of like how Star Wars has, and so I'll give all its properties a shot just for respect of the past, but I'm not going to hold my breath on any of these. If I'm being
Yeah,
honest.
I'd say
I also really like being proved wrong with stuff too, especially with Marvel.
I will say everything that's gonna come out shortly. So Daredevil, Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, and the next two Avengers movies. There is a really good chance that they're bangers. It's a higher chance than before, but Thunderbolts is the only question mark. Thunderbolts is the only one where I'm like, it might be goobly glop like the other ones, but
Captain America: Brave New World was okay.
Is that out?
Yeah,
I haven't seen it yet.
It's not.
It's out of all the Captain America movies, it is the weakest one. But after a lot of the movies they've put out in the past few years, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. It's kind of metacore.
Wait,
It's
have
in the
y'all
middle.
seen it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we went and saw it. I think like the second day it was
Oh.
released.
How's sorry, Harrison Ford is like my favorite actor of all time. How's his performance in it?
Good. He did great. Actually, he did awesome as Red Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
I would say
I'll go see it.
just to give a quick review on Captain America: Brave New World. If we're looking at the bottom of the barrel Marvel movies that they've been releasing, like the Marvels, Madam Web, even though it's not MCU, but you know what I'm saying, and then like, what's another really bad Marvel movie that came out recently that was pretty goobly glop?
Recently,
Eternals.
Uh,
Eternals wasn't awful.
Captain Marvel.
it just was slept on.
It was-
I didn't
wasn't
care
very
for
good.
Eternals.
Yeah, the Marvels was awful. There was one other really bad movie they released. I just don't know why I'm not thinking.
Not Black Panther.
Or
Black
Ragnarok.
Panther was
Wakanda Forever was pretty good.
Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder, bottom of the barrel Marvel movies like Love and Thunder and
Still haven't watched that one.
and Marvels. It's definitely above those two.
Okay,
It's more manageable.
here's kind of a hot take. I
It's the-
enjoyed Black Widow a lot more than I thought I would. I would say it's middle of the pack for me. If we ever readdress the Marvel tier list, I think I want that one to go up a bit higher than we had it.
I need to rewatch. I need to watch Black Widow. I haven't seen it yet. And you
I
need to
just
watch
didn't
Eternals
like-
as well.
I just didn't like one. I don't like how they did my boy dirty,
Oh,
Taskmaster, and then
yeah, that's fair.
I also didn't like the amount of jokes in that movie. I thought there were so many jokes in it that I was like, this is not that kind of a movie. But
Love and Thunder would have been a great movie if they didn't make jokes every 2 minutes.
yeah.
Hmm.
Anyways, all right.
Does
I
that
think we
mean I'm,
should.
like,
Oh,
A
my
C-tier
analogy.
human.
It's Captain America: Brave New World is the layer that you scrape before the bottom of the barrel. So it's not the bottom of the barrel, but it's still down there
It
a
is
little
the
bit.
dregs.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Isn't
I
that
think we
bad?
should get on out of here. So
Okay, bye,
We're
Doc.
done.
So listen,
I love you.
everyone on Twitch. All right, you and I, we need to have a little talky poo, okay?
Do
All
we
right.
need to leave or
All right. No, hold on. No, they're on me. It's okay. Just
Chair
okay,
recognizes
hold on.
Taylor.
Chair recognizes Taylor?
we are trying to get. What's the word? We're trying to get affiliated. We're trying to get affiliated with Twitch.
Trying to get affiliated
All right.
with Twitch.
We need 50 followers. All right. We're so close. We only need like 20 more or something like that. So if you guys can share the stream, share the Twitch. Next week, Ryan's going to be streaming a lot more.
Tomorrow.
Help us. Okay. And since Hiram hasn't been in it, chances of you getting hit by a bus are a lot slimmer than before.
I
So
hope
just,
all you get hit by a fucking bus. Sorry.
so
It's
just,
out of my system now.
just please spread the word. Head on over to the YouTube channel. We're trying to get that boosted up a little bit too. Keep liking the reels. Follow the Instagram. Help us out, and I'll kiss you on the lips.
I stream Monday,
this was
Wednesday,
fun.
Fridays, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you guys want to come by and join me, please do. I get very lonely.
If we hit 100 followers by the end of the month, I will kiss Ryan on the mouth with tongue.
And
Live.
I'll watch. Yeah.
I did not ask Ryan's consent to this, and I'm never going to.
I'm covering my lip.
Start your
What do you
forever
think's
Minecraft world. Actually, it's funny you say that. Since the Minecraft movie is getting ready to come out, I've been thinking about finishing up that Minecraft series we started on YouTube and just bringing it over to Twitch. I don't know how you guys feel about that.
That might be fun.
I've been thinking about doing that.
You'd have to do it without me, though, sadly. I could come in and just
No,
watch
you
and
could
bug
just-
you guys.
No, you could play
You
on
could
the
use the
console.
Xbox.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I could play it on the console. Oh, that's right.
Anyways, I've also been thinking about streaming Spider-Man. You guys let me know if that's something you want to see. I hope you all enjoyed the show. I hope you guys learned something today. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. Do not forget
I hope y'all get hit by a
to
bus.
follow. We're trying to get to 50. Any last words from you guys?
Moist.
Moist. Ryan, go.
What a beautiful life.
Ryan, last words, go.
Peace.
Peace.
Remember to clean your butthole.
Clean your butthole.
I already did.
All right,
Don't use a
goodbye.
plunger.
Have a wonderful, wonderful week.